Part 316. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 3151. Kunlun Zi's Refining Works. No. Impossible. This is impossible. There is absolutely no way it could be like this. There is definitely something tricky in this. Damn. Damn Kunlunzi. How dare you mess with my state of mind? Son of a bitch. Are you looking for death? I'm going to abolish you. Hey, the master of the dark school, couldn't directly rush out of the box, and while talking, the black lines on his forehead became more and more, and at this moment, the sound of breathing suddenly became extremely rapid. The mentality also exploded in an instant. He doesn't want to admit his failure. Impossible. Impossible. How did it become like this? This is far from what was expected. Just now Fang Fan has been trying his best to bid for the auction. He has such good eyesight. If this growth type inner armor is just an ordinary armor, how could he increase the price to 100,000 high-grade star cores? Call. Hoo. He couldn't breathe out a breath of turbid air quickly, thinking to himself at this moment, the black lines on his forehead became more and more. He rushed to Kunlunzi, the master craftsman, his eyes were full of menace. Kunlunzi, the craftsman, is trembling at the moment, with a confused expression on his face. What kind of rhythm is this? He really doesn't quite understand. If it develops in an all-round way according to the normal rhythm, it should not look like this. What exactly is going on? Damn, what are you grabbing me for? I am Kunlun Zi, the master craftsman. My works are now worth 110,000 high-grade star cores. Get out of the way. Kunlun's face suddenly became ugly, and then he glared at Haofu, and scolded with displeasure. If this black man wants to cause trouble at the auction, it is naturally impossible. This is the home field of Tianlan Chamber of Commerce. From the perspective of Tianlan Chamber of Commerce, it is naturally impossible to engage in all kinds of things here. This minute will be followed by an instant crush. Who would dare to make trouble at the Tianlan Chamber of Commerce's auction? Master Haofufu. Let go of the guests of my Tianlan Chamber of Commerce. Since the transaction has been established, you have to accept it. You were the one who insisted on bidding just now, and no one ever stopped you. I hope you will respect yourself. Zhao Zun, the senior manager of Tianlan Chamber of Commerce, frowned, and then his expression turned ugly. While talking, the cruelty in the pupils gathered in an all-round way. When facing someone who can't be like He, it is necessary to show some explosive attitude. Otherwise, this guy doesn't know what to say. Or, in essence, this guy still wants to follow suit. Such feelings are naturally not something that can be expressed in a few words. Self-respect. How can I respect myself? Damn it! This bastard is openly teasing me. You actually said that the divine inner armor that cost less than 110,000 high-grade star cores to bid for came from his hands. Ha ha ha. How is this possible? I'm a god-level inner armor. This waste can at most refine an ordinary saint-level inner armor. So he was lying to me. Do I need to be patient with this kind of blatantly bluffing bastard? I just want to kill him. I just want to abolish him. Bastard. Lie to me in public. I can't bear it. The roars gradually increased, and He's helpless state seemed particularly insane. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 3152. I didn't bluff. This is the inner armor I refined. It was made by my Kunlun seed. The inner armor refined by my Kunlunzi is worth tens of thousands of high-grade star cores. Ha ha ha, ah ha 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 ha. My Kunlun Sun is done. From now on, it will be, my Kunlun Sun's world. Kunlunzi, will be the unrivaled pride in the crafting world. The roars gradually increased, and the gnashing of teeth was vividly displayed. While talking at this moment, the sound of breathing suddenly became extremely rapid. Thinking up to this point, the thoughts are also boiling all over. Just let it all explode. If you can't bear it, don't bear it. Roll. I kill you. I'll let you talk nonsense again. Ah. Ah. The gesture of baring his teeth and grinning mouth was displayed, and he couldn't look like a madman. He can't bear this grievance. How could it be like this? Are you really going to joke with him? Ridiculous, ridiculous to the extreme. What do you want to do next? Can't you follow along and stop for a while? Is the brain really not painful? Seeing that the mad Heifulu was about to attack the weapon refiner Kunlunzi. Pull them away. Zhao Zun, the senior director of Tianlan Chamber of Commerce, frowned, then waved his hand. We are all decent people, so there is no need to engage in such unseemly things. Zhao Zun. Manager Zhao Zun. You have to punish this Kunlun Sun. He is the one who is bluffing and deceiving. He is still deceiving people. This kind of person must be cut off as soon as possible. Kill him. He couldn't grit his back teeth, his eyes were extremely blood red. He absolutely does not allow himself to fail a second time. He can't help but mentally collapse. He is going to explode in full force. Let all kinds of thoughts come together in your heart. Okay. Stop making trouble. Master Haofu. I can tell you clearly that the mid-level saint-level growth type inner armor that you just photographed came from the hands of Kunlunzi Refiner, who entrusted us to auction it. Is it clear now? Got it? Don't make trouble anymore. For the sake of the old master of the dark school, let's forget it this time, but if there is another time, this matter will really never end. Master Haofa, I hope you understand this, and don't embarrass yourself. The cold snort followed, and Zhao Zun directly revealed the truth. Now there is no unsolved case. The growth limit of this so-called mid-level saint-level growth system inner armor is the ultimate saint-level inner armor, which is the normal saint-level inner armor, and there is no possibility of missing anything. To say that ordinary ancient products may have a dull light, but this inner armor was refined by Kunlunzi's refining master. And his level is well known, the value of this inner armor is basically revealed at this moment. At this moment, there were bursts of discussions in the surrounding area. The current black cannot completely become the focus. When talking about it, he will basically be carried along with him. This guy is now the biggest talking point. Blood loss of another 110,000 high-grade star cores, it's a real hammer, blood loss. As I said earlier, the final winner must be Boss Fang Fan. This black man is a bit overconfident, hey, he dared to confront the big brother Fang Fan, it's a bit deadly. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 3153. Winner and loser, it's that simple. This public opinion is basically going with the wind. It is especially true at this moment. He couldn't stagger in place, and his eyes suddenly lost their expression. At this moment, her lips are trembling, and her mentality has collapsed in an instant. What else can this say? The sense of despair in the depths of his heart swept over him, and the sound of his breathing couldn't help but become more rapid. I was completely stunned at the moment. His eyes scanned the surrounding area, and his mind was also churning slightly. It's so noisy. Next, I have to play with the hammer. Just entered the palace for the second time. He completely turned himself into a loser. It is conceivable how much pressure it endured. Thinking about this, his lips trembled unnaturally, the black lines on his forehead became more and more numerous, and his breathing became imperceptibly extremely rapid. Twice. 210,000 high-grade star cores. I am dead. The ancestor will not let me go. The ancestor will kill me. My life may not be saved. Why does it have to be like this? I'm not reconciled. I'm not reconciled. Damn everything. Bad bastard. Ah. The roaring sound continued one after another, and the posture of gnashing teeth was fully displayed. At this moment, I was thinking to myself, and my lips could not help but tremble. Only when it is trembling, it seems real. Fang Fan. Fang Fan. You cheated me. You are the culprit. Fu, young master, there is absolutely no way that young master will let you go. Sooner or later, I will kill you. Damn it, everyone has to die. Everyone has to die. He couldn't sit on the ground, and couldn't help beating the ground frantically at this moment. This guy is more or less insane now. Perhaps it was because he couldn't accept this fact for a while, so his mentality collapsed instantly. And that's it. Looking at the past at a glance, it is quite pure. Go. Go back. Don't be ashamed here. The haggard old man walked over in stride, and directly carried Heikan to the number 13 box on the third floor. In any case, what he cannot represent now is the face of the entire Dark Academy. He is like a rascal here, so how do others think about the Dark Academy? Invisibly, the Dark School has become the biggest laughing stock. After crying and making troubles, he couldn't help but gradually become normal. It's just that there is something wrong with his mental head now, and he sits in the box without saying a word. At the same time, in box number 7 on the third floor, Fang Fan was completely calm. Bai Piao on the side couldn't help but follow along. Fang Fan boy, you are too vicious. What a guy, you've got someone in there in minutes. Ah, this, you are a bit interesting, are you directly following the comprehensive oppression? Tisk, tisk tisk, it's so interesting. Fortunately, I am a clever emissary, otherwise I'm afraid I was fooled into it by you just now. So close. Really, it's almost cold. True and false, false and true, it's just like this. Let others hide from you. Your method is awesome. Interesting, so interesting. Bai Piao moved to Fang Fan's side, and while talking, he immediately judged from the side. Divine system of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 3154. This time it was indeed a trick. This black man can't say that he was looking for his own death from the beginning. Fang Fan really didn't pay much attention to him at first, but what about this guy? I was just upset in my heart, so I insisted on rushing over and doing something. In this way, what else can I say? Then it will be counted. I really wanted to bid for this growth type inner armor and study it carefully. It was that black man who couldn't insist on hitting the muzzle of the gun by himself. He paid the price himself, who is to blame? Fang Fan shrugged, then smiled indifferently. If you don't even have this bit of self-confidence, then why don't you just talk about it? In all aspects, it is good to keep a stable mentality. Immediately, the full-scale crushing began, but nothing more. Forward. It's really a bit of a death sentence to say. But brother Fang Fan, you're brave enough, aren't you afraid that the black man will slump halfway through? Then stop following the bidding. If that's the case, brother Fang Fan, you're about to take over. When you asked for a price of 100,000 high-grade star cores, I was sweating for you. My God, The scene at that time was terrible. Zhuoqiu pondered for a while, and then said with emotion from the side. The previous scene was indeed not something ordinary people could bear. If you are not careful, you may be swept directly into it. 100,000 high-grade star cores, what a huge sum. There is no need to worry about people like Haofu. He has always been very conceited, thinking that he has controlled everyone's minds, but he doesn't know that all of this is the act of a clown. Until the end, that's how it is now. I don't need to say much about other things for the time being, but this looks quite real. At the very least, it's quite interesting. Fang Fan shrugged, and then said calmly from the side, the brilliance in his eyes also gathered. In terms of posture, you should also follow the carefree point. Treat people's hearts as a battlefield, and every heart is a chess piece in your hand. The outcome is just a thought away. I discovered a rule, Brother Fang Fan can always turn danger into good luck every time. The unlucky ones are always targeting Brother Fang Fan. I'm so glad I messed with Brother Fang Fan from the beginning. Kisha on the side nodded, and then sighed deeply. Fang Fan opened his mouth, wanting to refute something, but after thinking about it carefully, it seemed to be the case. For a long time, Fang Fan seemed to be on the hook. Walking this way, he was in a state of full-scale explosion. It seems that there is no fatal risk. The auction outside is still going on. Some ordinary auction items can't attract Fang Fan's attention too much. What's up for auction below is a pair of quaint boots. This was obtained by some explorers in an ancient ruin. Maybe it's because too long has passed, and the boots seem to be unable to be activated by aura, but the defense is strong enough. The treasure appraiser of our Tianlan Chamber of Commerce has personally appraised it. Even a strong man in the Supreme Saint realm can't break these simple boots with a full blow. There may be more secrets waiting to be discovered in these ancient boots, but the owner of these ancient boots can't wait anymore. Now the ancient boots are officially auctioned, waiting for someone who is destined. Divine system of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 3155. Auctioneer 11ER's beautiful voice was displayed, which attracted a lot of attention. Everyone's eyes flocked here, and they were really interested at first, but soon the impromptu interest was lacking. I don't mean anything. What's the use of a pair of iron boots? In all respects, it is nothing at all. Are you taking it as an antique? For some cultivators with a special collection habit, these boots may really be treasures. In box number 7 on the 3rd floor, Fang Fan became restless the moment he saw these boots. The eye mask is full of energy. Red sky boots. Fang Fan muttered to himself. At the same time, countless words began to be outlined on the task board. Ding! The quest item Kishin Boots has appeared. Please grab the host as soon as possible. Complete the 3rd phase of 9 armors returning to 1 as soon as possible. Mission Introduction, Kishin Boots. This is a fragment of the divine armor, one of the fragments that devour the divine armor. Collect all 9 fragments to forge a divine weapon. The first stage of the mission, looking for the soul-corroding heavenly armor, completed. The second phase of the mission, find the Pixio armor, completed. The third stage of the mission, looking for the red sky boots, in progress. Introduction to the third stage of the mission. The red sky boots are an important part of the devouring god armor, and they are now in the business hall of Yuanqi Academy. Please participate in the auction at night. Look for opportunities to snatch the red sky boots. Reward for the third stage of the mission. The red sky boots will be fully combined with the fusion of the brave armor and the soul-eating armor, and the original 1-star holy weapon, the stomach-swallowing holy armor, will be promoted to a low-level holy weapon. Host Chiu in order to promote a small rank. 10 random cards at the holy level and 1 random card at the demigod level. Punishment for the third phase of the mission. The system will go into self-sleep for 3 years. Remarks, a great opportunity lies before you. A divine weapon, the armored stomach, is placed in front of you, please pick it up without hesitation. You are the king of devourers. You are the true master of the divine armor. Quest items appear. As long as you get the red sky boots and fuse them with the original Pixio armor and the soul-eating armor, you can upgrade the 1-star sacred armor that Fang Fan is wearing now to the low-level saint level. In addition, Fang Fan's cultivation base can also be promoted to a small rank, and he will also directly reward 10 random cards at the holy level and 1 random card at the demigod level. Thinking up to this point, the whole person became smug. Immediately after taking a deep breath, the gleam in his eyes grew more and more, and his whole person became smug. Naturally, such feelings cannot be expressed in a few words, and the smiles on the face gradually increased. After thinking about it, the thoughts are also rushing in full swing. Take off the red boots. Must. Fang Fan clenched his fist silently, thinking to himself, the brilliance in his eyes gathered in all directions, and the smile at the corner of his mouth also increased at this moment. Naturally, this feeling cannot be expressed in a few words. I feel inexplicably happy in my heart. It feels so real. Fang Fan boy, what's wrong with you? Are you alright? Why is your face so ugly? No. It's ugly but also reveals joy. What the hell kind of expression is this? Is there a problem here? Fang Fan boy, your eyes are straight. These boots are definitely treasures. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 3156. Bai Piao's eyes lit up, and then he said excitedly. This guy still has some ability to perceive words and emotions. And in many cases, the judgment is particularly accurate. Fang Fan's indifferent eyes glanced over. This guy knows how to follow suit. So? What are you going to do? Want to compete with me? Little brother, your road is narrow. Fang Fan glanced over indifferently, and the sharp light flickered across the board. While speaking, the corners of the mouth are raised in an all-round way. Cough. Then what, competition or something, there is no need. Which one of us is with whom, isn't it? If it's about competition or something, wouldn't it just make others laugh? Cough, I mean, let's open 50-50. Earn from these quaint boots, let's split it 50-50. Fang Fan boy, how do you look at me? My condition is already very clear. Tisk, tisk tisk, we are all brothers. The money we earn together. Bai Piao rubbed his hands, but now he became more and more obscene. While speaking, the brilliance in the eyes flickered across the board. That's what's on my mind. Never mind. You still compete together. Perhaps on the way, I will give you these boots as soon as my heart softens. At that time, it won't be a problem for you to spend more than 10 or 200,000 high-grade star cores. What if the secret on these boots is discovered in the future? Fang Fan followed and nodded, then looked at Bai Piao with a meaningless expression. When speaking at this moment, it is completely calm, without any fear at all, crushing all dissatisfaction. Bai Piao opened his mouth and was speechless at the moment. What else can he say? This finishes all the words. Wouldn't it be better if he just blocked his mouth? It seems that no matter what he does, he can't get any benefits. If you choose to compete with Fang Fan to the end, the star core in Bai Piao's hand is naturally not enough. And the most important thing is, if Fang Fan breaks in half a step, Bai Piao will be really cold. At that time, will it be possible to spend hundreds of thousands of high-grade star cores to bid for these broken boots? but the point is that these boots are of little value to him, and it seems that only in Fang Fan's hands can these boots show their unique brilliance. Thinking about this, all of this became real. In all respects, that's exactly what happened. These feelings in the mind will also become pure. Boy Fang Fan, you won. Good guy. It directly blocked my way. What else can I say? Hey, it's too difficult. Fang Fan boy, do you have a pair of precious eyes? How did you find these treasures? Just take a look, and you understand everything. Is there some mystery in this appraising treasure? Also, where is the mystery here? I'm really curious. Unbearable. Fang Fan boy, as long as you give me this treasure appreciation technique, I can give you some repairs. Bai Biao licked his lips, with a look of anticipation on his face. What this guy is thinking is really quite clear. Thinking up to this point, the whole person became smug. Other things don't need to be said for the time being, in fact, that's what happened. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 3157. You can pay for some repairs at every turn. This bundle of repairs is actually tuition fees. This guy Bai Biao has become more refined now, so don't be too scary. Fang Fan's sharp light scanned Bai Biao's body, and then sighed silently. In fact, he really wanted to get some shuxia from Bai Biao. This guy is now considered a small local tyrant, and there is nothing wrong with blackmailing him. Fang Fan really couldn't teach the skill of appraising treasures. The reason why I first discovered the mystery of the demon-subduing god Bamboo was because of the reminder from the heaven Zhangji Unsword Spirit. Now that I found these red sky boots, it was because of mission requirements. Intuition. Actually, the biggest secret of appreciating treasures is that there is no treasure in the heart. I rely entirely on my intuition to make all-round judgments. Well, it's like this, anyway, it's all like that. Don't think too much, just experience it slowly. Have a good sense of it. Fang Fan followed with a few nonsense words. After getting rid of this guy's entanglement, Fang Fan immediately focused his eyes all over. At this moment, he immediately focused his attention on the red sky boots. The bidding at the moment is not very strong. The starting price of these scarlet sky boots is only 30 high-grade star cores, and the price increase is only 65 now. Fang Fan thought about it for a while, and then said, 500 high-grade star cores. 500 high-grade star cores, no more, no less. On the one hand, it can eliminate some bidders who fished in troubled waters, and on the other hand, it can also conceal Fang Fan's desire to bid for the red boots. All in all, it completely collapsed in my heart. Mentally can also follow a little more stable point. As soon as they heard that Fang Fan was bidding again, all eyes were on Fang Fan again. Now Fang Fan is already the star of the audience. The star effect is simply not too strong. Boss Fang Fan made another move. Could it be that these ancient boots are another treasure? Brothers, the opportunity to make a fortune is here. Just follow the flight. Seize the moment and let your mentality collapse. Grass, this shit, I'm afraid it won't be stable. There's something wrong with this situation. Problem. What's the problem? Just go up and do it. Breakthrough. Comprehensive breakthrough. Don't panic. The sand sculpture is still trying to compete with Fang Fan in vain? That black man has no points in his heart now? How long has it been? Then he forgot again. In terms of financial resources, I can't compare to Fang Fan, and my brain and eyesight are even worse. In the end, I was fooled around. That's right, that's meaningless at all, maybe. He, this time, I don't know if that black man will follow suit. The previous time, this guy was tricked by Fang Fan, and he bid for a top-grade star core with 110,000 UN. Inner armor that doesn't even have a top-grade star core. This guy has lost blood twice in a row, and more than 200,000 high-grade star cores have gone out. Is there still a star core in this hand? This is not very clear, maybe there are still some. After all, it is backed by the Dark School, and there is still a bit of background. In the auction venue, the lively atmosphere gathered in an all-round way. Anyway, the current scene is getting more and more interesting. Because of several fierce auctions, everyone's interest was aroused. So we are all looking forward to the comprehensive development in the future. Divine system of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shuyu. Chapter 3158. How interesting would it be if there were wonderful pictures to show in the follow-up? If you think about it carefully, that is indeed the case. In box number 13 on the third floor. At this moment, the box is extremely silent. No sound at all. The haggard old man stood aside, holding his breath. Hey, the master of the Dark Academy, bit his lip, and strands of blood flowed down the corner of his mouth. Is it real or fake this time? Trap? It must be another trap. I won't be fooled again. But what if these boots are treasures? Fang Fan. Fang Fan. I will cut you into pieces. Bastard. Damn it. You've been messing with my mentality. Who? He couldn't help but widen his blood eyes, and then directly hit his head against the wall beside him. Boom. Bang bang bang. There was a burst of impact sounds, and he couldn't feel his head buzzing immediately. Under such dizziness, he would not think about things. This feeling is very good. At least not to get involved in those messy things. At this moment, you can follow the stop point. This black man is now afraid that the red sky boots are another longman formation set up by Fang Fan, and an auction item that can trick him, so he just buried his head, curled up like an ostrich, and didn't think about anything up. In the auction venue, the noise gradually subsided. Soon, it will come to an abrupt end. So far no one has raised the price. Everyone has experienced the ferocity of Fang Fan's price increase. If you increase the price, Fang Fan may directly increase the price to 10,000 high-grade star cores. What should we do then? Instead of losing face at that time, it's better to be quiet at this time. Immediately afterwards, 11ER, the auctioneer on the auction stage, began the final routine steps. The current highest auction price for these quaint boots is 500 high-grade star cores. Is there a higher price? 500 high-grade star cores for the first time. The second time with 500 high-grade star cores. 500 high-grade star cores for the third time. Make a deal. With the tender voice of auctioneer 11ER, everything came to an end. Fang Fan breathed out a turbid breath, and the corners of his mouth could not help but raise up silently, and the smile on his face grew more and more. Everything is in normal rhythm. No surprises. Soon, the red sky boots were delivered to Fang Fan. The moment Fang Fan held the Kishin boots, Fang Fan somehow felt a feeling of being connected by blood. Ding. Congratulations to the host for getting the Kishin boots. Ding. Congratulations to the host for completing the third phase of 9 armors returning to 1. Ding. Start distributing mission rewards. Ding. The red sky boots and the 1-star holy weapon level devouring holy armor were successfully fused, and the devouring holy armor was successfully promoted to the low-level saint level. Ding. The host's cultivation base has been promoted to a small rank. The host has successfully been promoted from the 2-star mid-level sanctuary to the 2-star high-level sanctuary. Ding. Congratulations to the host for obtaining 10 holy level random cards and 1 demigod level random card. The familiar system sound lingers in my ears. Gradually, the smiles on the corners of Fang Fan's mouth increased, and everything looked the best. This time it got a comprehensive upgrade. Fang Fan's cultivation, which had been silent for a long time, finally ushered in a promotion. Although I have only been promoted to a small rank at the moment, it still feels very different. Quite a soul-stirring feeling. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 3159. Fang Fan exhaled a turbid breath, thinking to himself, the gleam in his eyes involuntarily increased. This time the thoughts are gathered here, and the changes in facial expressions are particularly real. In addition, the devouring sacred armor was officially promoted to the low-level saint level. A low-level holy armor is indeed nothing, but there is a sense of blood connection between the devouring holy armor and Fang Fan. Wearing this low-level saint-level devouring holy armor, he can fully display its power, even though Fang Fan is only a 2-star high-level holy realm at this moment, and there is still an extremely long distance from the holy realm. There are also these 10 holy level random cards and 1 demigod level random card. It's kind of interesting. Fang Fan muttered to himself, and the sparkle in his eyes gradually increased. When the card is opened. Especially exciting. If you get a good card, it may be a qualitative takeoff. Fang Fan nodded silently, thinking secretly in his heart, and his thoughts were also completely churning. This feeling seems very real. Invisibly, it also seems particularly exciting. Open all. Fang Fan drank secretly. It is already in a state of impatience. Ding. Saint level food card. Ding. Saint level food card. Ding. Saint level food card. Ding. Saint level food gift package card. Ding. Saint level gourmet card. Ding. Fang Fan. Is this on par with food? How likely is this probability? Feel it a little bit, and suddenly my brain is buzzing. Fang Fan exhaled a foul breath, subconsciously twitched the corners of his mouth, and the black lines on his forehead became more and more, and he was speechless at this moment. What the what else can I say? Can't you follow along and stop for a while? This brain really hurts. At this moment, Fang Fan still has 2 holy level random cards and 1 demigod level random card left in his hand. Now Fang Fan is suffering from sequelae, and after thinking about it for a while, his brain is buzzing. Ah, you can also talk about a hammer. Hold on, just hold on to everything. Fang Fan is really afraid that there will be a semi-god level food card next. If that's the case, it's really a no-brainer. Keep opening. Open them all. It's about this time. Let's face the real trial. Fang Fan waved his hand and said rather weakly. Ding. Low-level Saint level Legion promotion card. Ding. Saint level Battle Pet experience card. Ding. Demigod level puppet card. Low-level Saint level Legion promotion card. After use, a low-level Saint level army can be promoted to the middle-level Saint level. Holy Lord Battle Pet experience card. After using it, you can release a lot of experience, the favorite of battle pets. Demigod level puppet card. After using it, you can summon a quasi-demigod level puppet to fight for you. Fang Fan's luck seems to have been spent on the last 3 cards. At least that's how it feels right now. Feel it a little bit, and the thoughts are running in full swing. My brain is also buzzing. These cards are surprisingly good. Okay, a little too much. It was as if it was tailor-made for Fang Fan. All good guys. I don't need the promotion card for the low-level Saint-level Legion for the time being, but the actual significance is better than millions of star cores. Divine System of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 3160. Fang Fan narrowed his eyes, and then sighed in his heart. Needless to say about the others, these are the most sincere verbal expressions from the heart. Pure and real. After all, that's exactly what happened. The experience card of the Saint-level battle pet can be used on the 4 god pets in the future. I am afraid it will allow them to follow a wave of comprehensive promotion. The most cherished thing is actually this demigod level puppet card. Directly summon a quasi-demigod puppet to fight. Fang Fan exhaled a foul breath, thinking to himself, the light in his eyes couldn't help gathering all over. After thinking about this, the mentality naturally became smug. The deep feeling is beyond what can be expressed in a few words. Thinking up to this point, my thoughts are churning. After all, that's exactly what happened. Demigod realm, in fact, there are levels. The level of comprehension is different, and the level is naturally very different. Those who comprehend a trace of divinity indicate that they have been initially promoted to the qualifications of demigods. This is the quasi-demigod state. And those who have successfully comprehended the whole line of divinity are in the weak demigod realm. If you can develop the second divinity, you will be in the semi-divine realm. If you can fully comprehend the second divinity and reach perfection, then you will be in the supreme demigod realm. The leap to the top of the demigod realm, then the mystery is mysterious again. Fang Fan licked his lips, thinking secretly in his heart. Although the quasi-demigod realm is the lowest level among the semi-god realm, as long as it reaches the standard, it is not easy. The sense of hierarchy involved in it can't help but increase. Fang Fan's eyeballs followed suit, and his facial expression changed very realistically. At this moment, the corners of the mouth were raised in an all-round way, and the sound of breathing gradually became rapid. Soon, I will have a quasi-demigod puppet combat power. At that time, even if you meet a real demigod, you will be able to compete with him. This is a milestone progress. Fang Fan clenched his fists, thinking to himself, and the corners of his mouth turned upwards. Needless to say anything else for the time being, it seems more or less excited and impulsive at the moment. Feelings also gradually become smug. After thinking about it, that's actually the case. I got a 5-star Sanctuary Realm puppet before. It was once the strongest combat force under my command. It's just that with the comprehensive promotion of my cultivation base and the cultivation base of all my legion's battle pets, these 5-star Sanctuary Realm puppets have gradually been eliminated. I was extremely excited when I summoned the 5-star Sanctuary level puppet at the beginning, but that 5-star Sanctuary level puppet seemed to be a big eater at the time. I can't get enough to eat. It takes a lot of star cores to move a little bit. The quasi-demigod puppet that is about to be summoned is also the same. Fang Fan licked his lips, thinking to himself, his mind gradually became erratic. If you come, you will be safe, and now you must stabilize your mentality. As for other things, we will talk about them later. It's impossible to directly collapse on the spot. After all, it still needs to be a little basic. Fang Fan narrowed his eyes, thinking to himself, then nodded silently. The feelings deep in my heart can't help but increase.